Hey everyone, welcome back to Q&A with Matt K. It's me, Matt K. And once again, I am here to answer a question that someone posted online. And I have not figured out if this is even possible. I haven't tried to solve it yet. I just found the question. I was like, okay, this is one. Let's make a video and hop right into the studio. And that's what we do here. I just kind of show you what it's like to do my job, where I'm posed questions on the spot and have to figure things out without really any preparation. If you are new here, that's what we do. Please remember to like and subscribe. If you've been watching for a while and know what I'm up to, like and subscribe also, because the more likes and subscribers that I get, the more time I can allocate to answering people's questions. And I like answering questions when they're answerable. So with that, let's go ahead and hop in to today's question. I found it on Reddit today. No, sorry, on Stack Exchange today. The question is about a Lightning Web Component that is not re-rendering. I actually haven't fully read it, and I haven't even looked at the code. So let's go through this together. They've got an LWC with an if-else condition in the HTML. The condition is not determined on the initial load, so it loads by default, and then some JavaScript runs, and the condition is different than the default, so it should change. They tried moving things around, wire, etc., and it doesn't seem to work. Perfect. This is definitely something that I can try to fix, right? I can't guarantee that I will, but I can try. Let's find, I'm going to zoom out right now just so I can find the name of this component that this person has created. It is fee model selection. Let's jump to a new Lightning Web component that I'll create right now. New. So here I'm in VS Code. I'll zoom in for those of you that are not familiar with the UI. I'm actually in Code Builder, so I'm not running VS Code locally. I'm running on, I use a Chromebook for those of you who are new to the show. You may not know that, but I actually do all of my development in a Chromebook, all my Salesforce stuff, fully on the cloud. So this is Code Builder. This is an instance of VS Code that's provided by Salesforce. So if you don't have it, I highly recommend it because you don't have to worry about your hard drive ever just crapping out on you. And I'm going to go ahead and create a new Lightning Web component. We're going to call it fee model selection, which is the name of the component that this person has done. And then I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste. Oh, is there not a way to do that? Maybe there is, maybe there's not. I'm going to copy and paste the JavaScript from this question here, and then I'll copy and paste the HTML from up here, and we'll put it onto a screen so that we can check it out. So what I'm going to do is go to the metadata file and targets and make a target of lightning underscore tab. I could choose something else, but I just want to do a tab. I'm going to go ahead and deploy this. While it's deploying, I'm going to jump back to my org, go to setup, and add that new tab so that we can get to it and start debugging. It's just tabs now. There we go. And here we are. I'm going to create a new Lightning component tab, and it's going to be called fee model. Uh-oh, did not save. Let's see what went wrong. Oh, look at that. Well, that's not good. Did I not copy and paste everything that I needed to copy and paste, or was it truncated? Let's come down here. It was truncated, but that's okay. I maybe don't need all the columns, right? Maybe I don't. Let's hope I don't. Let's try deploying again. Hopefully nothing else is truncated because that can make it difficult. Oh. Get fee models, fetch the records using Apex. Yeah, that's gonna make it difficult to do. Like I said, I did not look at these things ahead of time. Where is that coming from? I don't know. Okay. Let's just comment that out for now. Try to get it to show up on the screen. It definitely, I mean, I understand if you're sharing code with somebody else, there's, you know, it's hard to share everything. Looks like there's an Apex thing here. I don't know what's in that Apex. I don't think it was in the question. So we're going to keep making these changes till I'm able to save the file. And hopefully there'll still be stuff left inside it, right? Because that would be bad if there wasn't. Let's refresh this. I think it saved. And fee model selection. Let's just choose the first one and hit next and save. There we go. And now I can go to this tab and see if I can fix something. Okay. Well, the tab does show up, so that's great. Let's try to figure out what the issue is. Okay, so one more time. There's an if else. Okay, so here's an if, can apply fees, and here's an else. Okay, and so that's what's not changing. So can apply fees is showing up at the beginning, which I think we see here. What's inside the can apply fees? It is an action button of apply selected. Yeah, that does show up. Okay, and then there's an else. Okay. Okie dokie. So can apply fees is a getter. We can see that here. Let me zoom in. So we can see that can apply fees is available in a getter, and it's from this check can apply fees. Return this check can apply fees. Well, here is returning from a function called check can apply fees. And what is this doing? We have a can apply fees, I believe. That's from up here. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a fee model controller, because I'm going to want to actually create this and call this Apex. So I'm going to create a new Apex class, fee model controller, and in it, going above and beyond this time, in it, we're going to create an Aura enabled, let me change my spacing to 2. Not sure why it's not, but we're going to create an Aura enabled method. There it is, called can apply fees. And I need to figure out what is it expecting. So let's see if we can figure out what's going on here. Can apply fees. Where was it? Here it is. Can apply fees. It's passing in an IP ID. IP ID. Okay, sure. Okay, that'll at least go in. And then the result is, well, that's weird. Okay, here, wait. If record ID is not equal to undefined, so if, okay. Okay, so this shouldn't be on a tab. This should not be on a tab. This should be on a Lightning. Oops, let's do that lowercase target Lightning record page, because this means that we're going to put it on the record page and the component will get the context of the record. It'll know the ID of the record. So let's save the Apex class. Let's save the Apex class with this method. Let's see if I can get it working. There we go. And do this one more time. Okay. All I've done so far is try to get to the point where we can actually test this, because I don't work at this company. I don't have all the things in place that this person had. We're going to go to a lead record. I'm just going to choose leads because I know that there are some. I'm going to edit this page and I'm going to put the component on the page. It has the context, so it'll know the record ID, and it'll pass that to my Apex method, and we'll be able to start testing this out. It's not showing up here because I did not expose it with this here, is exposed true, deploy. Now, friendly reminder while we're doing this, I am working in a Trailhead playground. always do your development in a playground, development org, sandbox, etc. Do not do anything directly to production. That's a no-no. But this is a safe space, so I'm able to do it here without impacting any real-world stuff. Let's save that and go back. And so now we have the component on the screen with the context of the record ID. Here it is. We see an error message. I don't know what that's from. Is that, what is that? What is that from? Did I do that? Or is that part of this code? I don't think that's part of this code. I don't know what that actually is, to be honest. This record doesn't have any phone number. I have no idea. Maybe it's, you know what? It's this here. Okay. Yeah. Let's edit this page. That's from a different video or something. Maybe I'm in the wrong org. I don't know. Let's take this stuff off and hit save and see if that error message goes away. But it's not the end of the world. It's unrelated. There we go. Message is gone. Okay. So components on the page. It's loading in the default state, just like the person who asked the question said. Great. Now I have to figure out a way to get it to show the else, right? So can apply fees is true, show the apply selected. If it can't apply fees, then we want to show some other stuff. Okay, and so I think what we want to do is get this to be a false. And that way, let's try that out. That way we should be going down the other path, right? So if we think about this, where am I? Oh, sorry, I'm lost. Okay, so this here will now return false. When this returns false, ideally this is false, which means we see fees cannot be applied. Can currently not be applied. Okay, everyone with me? Let's refresh the page and see what we get. Whew. All this just to set up the scenario. What do we got here? Can apply fees is false. Perfect. Okay, so we are getting that. However, as you can see, the screen still looks the same. Why is the question? That is the question that's being asked. So let's look at the JavaScript and let's think about this. Can apply fees is a function. Or check can apply fees is a function, right? The function doesn't change. So it's going to be gotten once and only once. So the very first time this is run, right? Connected callback, the page is loaded, connected callback is going to run, the getter is going to run, and connected callback is going to run, and it's set. Okay, but I just returned false. Okay, okay, one more time. Page loads. What are we doing? We're calling this, although I don't even know why, because we're also calling it here. So this isn't even needed. Okay, so page loads. Now the page is going to load. We're going to, this getter is going to run, and so it's going to evaluate, I should say. The getter is going to evaluate, which causes this function to run. Check can apply fees. If this record ID is not equal to undefined, and we'll know if it's undefined or not from here. What I'm going to do actually is, no, it's fine. So this is going to run. I don't think it's undefined. I don't think. We'll see. Then it's going, actually, you know what? I'm going to do that just to make sure we have the instance of it at that moment in time and not necessarily something later. In fact, let's do this a different way. Let's call this, what I like to do is stuff like this. And then on my filter, when we're in the dev console on the other screen, we'll be able to filter based on this. So let's do this, can apply fees, colon, with the result, and okay. Okay, let's deploy that. And I just want to get to the point where we can actually see what's going on. I think we're getting closer. So we're going to come back here. I'm going to apply this filter in the top, and then I'm going to refresh the page. And sit back and relax. Okay, so we can see the record ID does exist. Can apply fees is false. And yet, look at that. Look at that. It's still showing the wrong thing. Why is it showing the wrong thing? That is the question that was asked. If this is false. Okay. I think else it should be showing this, right? Because this is false. Okay, I'm going to close that one. I'm going to move this one over. I think the issue is that this never changes. And this is an asynchronous process. Yes, this is an asynchronous process. So it takes time. And I don't think this getter is waiting for it. I think that's what's happening. So what can we do instead, right? Easy fix. Let's change this from a getter. You can even see it looks like this person was thinking about doing it earlier. So we're going to say can apply fees here. And then here, I don't like the fact that the same word is used over and over. Let's call this show can apply fees. Okay. So what we're going to do is set that variable here to the result of this, else return true. We're going to say something like that. Wait, but that's not right. Oh, well, it's always returning true. Wait a minute. Duh. Okay. It's not the getter. It's this. There's a return true at the bottom, so it's always true. Okay, that's saved. Yes, let's come back here. All right, and we are going to empty cache, refresh, and look at that. It works. Oh, silly. All right, let's change it to true in this case. So now, for whatever reason, this record is true, as if there's real logic there, and empty and reload. And this time it should show the button. And oh, did I not wait long enough? I didn't wait long enough. Get to see how impatient I am. Well, wait a minute. Now it's not working. I expected it to work. Okay, let's check this out. Can apply fee rules is true. This should show a button showing that it's true. And yet, it's set to true. Here, fees, and it's showing cannot currently be, oh. Well, that's interesting. I don't know where to click. But I think it's, now I think the issue is, okay, so console log, this is true. It returns true. Ha. I see the issue. Anybody else see it? We're not returning anything now. Let's try that. Okay. Clear. Reload. Okay, true is working. Ready? Come back to the class. Set it to false. Deploy. So now when I reload, it should show the other message saying that it's not available. Ready? Oh, come on. Oh, look at that. It may not, maybe I was impatient again. Let's check. No. What? And it's shown, oh, because look at that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's clear this out. No, it's false. Huh. It's false. And yet it's not working. Okay, so what we need to do, okay, I see what let's slow down and be a little more methodical here. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a new variable. We'll call this whatever, show button, sure. Okay, show button. Show button is going to be equal to, well, I don't know what it should be by default, to be honest. But show button is going to be equal to calling this function, right? So it'll be true when the apex is true, it'll be false when the apex is false. And then down here, we're going to return show button. What I'm going to do is do a console.log, and it's going to be fee model selection dot show button, comma, show button. Except where I wasn't doing a comma, I was doing a colon plus, there we go. Okay, much better. Let's start with, I don't know if this should be defaulted to true or false. I think it's true in this case. Okay, let's try this out. So this will let us see what, not just what the apex shows, but what the result of this logic is doing. Because that way I can figure out where maybe the issue is happening. Okay, so show button's an object. It's a promise. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense because someone's watching this and saying, "Oh, Matt, you silly Matt." Let's do that. Let's do that, and now let's see. I usually do async and await, not dot then and catch, and so I find it to be much easier. But let's see. Okay, much better. Okay, so record ID, great. We don't even need that anymore. Show button, true, but can apply fees is false. Aha. So we have a problem there. Show button is true, can apply fees is false. How is that happening? So show button is here, can apply fees. I'm going to actually get rid of some of these other logs. Look at that. So the issue is it's what we call a race condition, as in like a speed race. This show button true occurred. You guys can't read that, can you? Occurred prior to can apply fees. Look at that. That's even weirder. But it shouldn't occur in that order, right? Let's do that one more time. Let's see if I can clear this out, get it to show up. Yeah, look, show button, then can apply fees. That should not happen. If we look at the code, can apply fees happens first, show button happens down here. let's comment that out. And let's go to the getter. And okay, let's add some more variables. So let can apply fees equals that, and return that. And we're gonna put that there. Oops, put that there, put that there. Okay. So now the getter is going to be setting this variable. We're going to log the variable and then do this. Let's see what order happens now on this screen. Okay, so can apply fees is undefined. And then down here we have can apply fees is false. Okay, so it is what we call a race condition, which means that there's two pieces of code or different code that's racing. Now, that's happening here because the getter is running and it's not waiting for this to finish. So they're not running in the sequence that we expect. And the solution can be done a couple different ways. We can do this and basically have a promise here that does something like this. And let's try that. Let's see if that works. Again, I'm not the greatest at chaining promises, but if not, I will switch to the syntax that I'm much better with, which is the async and await syntax. Oh, okay, that didn't work. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Let's comment this out. Put that back. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is show button is going to be equal to that. And at the end, we're going to say this dot can apply fees equals show button. Okay. And this is typical, right? This is how it actually works in the real world for debugging code. It's a lot of changing little stuff back and forth, testing stuff out. I could also start from scratch. Show button is not defined. Give me 1 second. Where is it not defined? Well, that's weird. Let's try that one more time. I'm going to deploy. Yeah, I was impatient. But yeah, so it is typical. This is basically how we debug issues when things aren't working as expected. This is also why it's so great to work with templates, because the odds are the issues won't be there if it's a proven template to work. Case sensitive. The B was lowercase. Let's deploy that and wait for it to be done. It's done. Refresh. This error should go away. Let's see what we got. Okay, so it looks like it's true right now. Does anybody remember what the apex was? It's supposed to be false. Let's put in some logs right here. And let's see what's happening. Deploy. Okay, so wait, where's my variable? Did I not create one? This can't apply fees. We need to have a can't apply fees. Oh, I see. There it is. Okay, deploy that one more time. All right, and what? Yeah, perfect. Okay, that's the same. Okay, let's try this out one more time. Okay, so do you see here, the show button is a promise. So we're still having this race condition. And we're having it right here. This is running. Let's do this. And then we can clean it up later if we need to. And see what happens. Okay, it's a false. Possibly good. Let's see if we can do a true and see if that will work. But I think we're getting closer, and if not, I will rewrite this in my preferred syntax. It's a true. It works. Whew. Okay, that was close. Okay, so what did we do? First, we took away the getter. We just created a variable called can apply fees. It's going to be a Boolean. That doesn't matter. In the connected callback, we kept that. So we're calling this function. In the function, I can actually clean this up a little because that doesn't matter anymore. Let's clean it up and see if it still works. I don't think this matters. I don't think this matters. I know that doesn't matter. Okay, let's try this one more time. But in the function, what we're doing is inside the function, we're setting the result of can apply fees. Okay, so one more time, refresh. Looks good. It's true. We're going to come back to the class, change it to false. Come back. Fingers crossed, please. And it worked. Awesome. Okay. So we actually took away code. We simplified it. Setting this within the promise ensures it occurs at the right time. And so then we don't have a race condition. We could also switch it to a different syntax with a wait and a sync, and it'd be easy to read, but we would still be doing the same type of thing. Just we have to basically wait for the Apex call to be done before we set the variable. That's the gist of it. How you do that, there's different ways, but this is one way to do it. Whew. All right. Well, if you have any questions, feel free to submit them directly to me using quick2.click/Q&A or post them on Trailhead, Stack Overflow, or Reddit. And again, please remember to like and subscribe. It really means a lot to me. Plus, it allows me to do this more. So I appreciate it. So don't forget to do that right now. And I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.